On the 22nd of May 2015, Action TV revealed that the three-member committee that was appointed in order to review the estimated cost for the construction of the third phase of the Outer Circular Highway had recommended that the construction cost could be reduced by 25,305 million rupees. However, a month before the recommendation was made, the then Minister of Highways had produced a memorandum to the Cabinet and obtained Cabinet approval to commence the construction work. Action TV also pointed out that the Cabinet memorandum notes that it was compiled on the recommendations made by the three-member review committee. It was on the 31st of January 2013 that the government decided to appoint a three-member review committee on this matter. This committee was appointed on the basis that the sum of over 66,689 million rupees approved by the cabinet of the former government would cause substantial losses to the government. In an election manifesto, it was also stated that this sum was inclusive of fraud and corruption. Using this very cabinet memorandum, Action TV pointed out that the sum of 25,305 million rupees was to be saved by preventing fraud and corruption by reducing the size and scale of the project. Among the scope of changes that were made include to construct the expressway with 4 lanes, to reduce the length of the viaducts, to reduce the height of the viaducts and completely remove one of the interchanges. The government was compelled to move to such action as the Chinese company vested with the construction of the OCH had not agreed to cut down the cost that they agreed to initially. It is clear through this document that was issued on the cabinet decision that they made yesterday that the Chinese company, which had agreed to change the scope of work, was not in favor of saving as previously mentioned by the government. According to this document, the Cabinet of Ministers have approved the award of the above contract, the Outer Circular Highway, yesterday. Therefore, the communique issued by the government on the 23rd of April can be termed as a fraudulent document. According to the communique issued today, the size and quality of this construction in question had considerably, and the total sum that is expected to be saved is not 31 billion rupees, but a sum that is less than 10 billion rupees. According to the cabinet memorandum dated the 22nd of April, the 31 billion rupees that would be saved will be used to construct a section of road from Khadawati to Ganemulla by the Chinese company in question. However, if the Chinese company had only agreed to reduce the cost by less than 10 billion rupees, will a road be actually constructed from Khadawati to Ganemulla? Will the government have to locate additional funds for this purpose? Has the Chinese company agreed to use the less than 10 billion rupees on a separate project? Minister of Highways and University Education, this is overdue.